Okay, week 1, WBE season 3/4, not sure. Match isn't supposed to start for like 10 minutes, but I figured I'd just do a really quick team builder before we start. We're going up against Patters and the Newcastle Nidokings. I don't know what Newcastle is. I don't know if it's a country. But yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. My team this week is a little weird. I chose not to bring Tornadus. I chose not to bring Virizion or Jigglypuff. And I chose not to bring a Alolan Golem. So those are the guys I'm leaving on the bench. Obviously, I feel a little weird leaving Tornadus on the bench, but my opponent has Tapu Koko, as well as Terrakion, and so I felt like in this matchup I could use, like, other Pokemon would be more beneficial than Tornadus. But of course, it might be a mistake. Running through the team really quickly. Patters' team is Tapu Koko, Terrakion, Snorlax, Hippowdon, Typhlosion, Venomoth. Did I say Snorlax? I think I did. Swoobat, Gyarados, Mega, Drifblim, and don't remember the last one. The relevant threats are Tapu Koko and Snorlax. And Snorlax not really. Tapu Koko and Terrakion, those are the big focuses of this match, in my opinion. And so we've prepped specifically for those guys. Excadrill is really good here. He doesn't have any really ground switch-ins apart from Gyarados, Mega, and then Drifblim and Swoobat. Everything else doesn't want to take an Earthquake except for like physically defensive Hippowdon, which we have answers to. Anyway, with all that being said, this is the team. It's Protect, Toxic Spike, Sludge Bomb, Will-O-Wisp, Weezing. Patters is only Poison type, so first he doesn't have that many Defoggers or Rabbit Spinners. His main one is Tapu Koko, who I think should probably be Scarf, or he'll probably lose to Excadrill. I think it's gonna be Scarf. But yeah, so with that being said, he didn't really have any I don't really think he'll bring Venomoth, and I've got an answer to it if he does. I don't think Venomoth is that strong against my team. But again, I don't really know because Tinted Lens kind of makes things wonky. But yeah, anyway, so he doesn't really have good answers to Toxic Spike. So most of his team is grounded, and so setting up Toxic Spike layer, he doesn't have like amazing removal, and also his only Poison type I don't expect him to bring. So that's Weezing's job here. It also does it's a pretty nice like switch into Hippowdon. It can't be poisoned and it can't be earthquaked, obviously. And yeah, it can set hazards up and it can burn stuff. He doesn't really have good switches to Will-O-Wisp either. Sludge Bomb is just for a move. I could have run Pain Split over Protect, but I like Protect personally. Weezing, Pain Split would have been fine, but I think he's gonna have to have some Scarfers to deal with Excadrill, and so if I can like figure out who the Scarfers are, then I can scout for moves with the Protect. So that's why I did that. Next up is Duosion. Escavalier, that's his last mon. So Escavalier. So yeah, Escavalier. Like, not that big of a threat. This thing is really for Terrakion. It's not necessarily trying to win the game, it's just trying to be able... I want something that can switch into Terrakion. So this thing can take, Z-Rock, and then Stone Edge through Reflect. It can take, +2 Stone Edge. It can take... Yeah. I don't expect him to just be... I expect him to probably be subbing in front of, like, if he gets, Terrakion in on, like, Mandibuzz. Although he doesn't really have that many mons that he can switch Terrakion into, to be honest. So... yeah. So yeah, this thing is really just here for Terrakion. I wanted something that can switch in and out of it, without having to worry too much. Reflect. I didn't really know about move. I knew I wanted Psychic and Energy Ball. I added Reflect just because, like, yeah. And then, I added Hidden Power Fire because, Escavalier. Like, realistically, I'm not going to use Hidden Power Fire. I could have run Light Screen. I could have run Future Sight. Both of those were options. But in the end, I figured, like, there might be a time where he switches his Escavalier in on this thing, and so I ran Hidden Power Fire. I had similar with this one and this one. I really didn't know what to do for my like, I had two moves I wanted, and then the other two I was just like, Scarf Excadrill just puts in a ton of pressure versus his team. He doesn't really have good switch-ins to it except for Hippowdon, or Pokemon that are, like, weak to Rock, / Swoobat, Drifblim, he doesn't want to bring to this matchup, I think, and so he only has Gyarados, who has to Mega right away. So, I've had a Toxic, and Rock Slide for switch-ins, but most of the time we're going to be Earthquaking. There's nothing that Earthquake doesn't hit that I expect him to bring, except for, yeah, like, regular Gyarados, so we can Rock Slide or Toxic that. Or set Stealth Rock, which is also pretty good, because, like I said, he doesn't have good hazard removal. And he might not expect Stealth Rock Excadrill this match, especially because if I show that I'm Scarf first. I almost ran Rapid Spin, but I chose not to in the end, because, yeah. Blastoise, solid here. We only really need these two, oh, Patterson's online. We only really need Scald Norasphere in terms of coverage, so he's my like, removal this week. I like having Rapid Spin over Defog, it's nice. It also frees up both Mandibuzz and Excadrill for other moves, not that we need no Excadrill, but yeah. Not really, like, Blastoise, because it's slow, it can't really, like, it can't really sweep here, but nothing on Steam wants to switch into a Scald. So, yeah, like the only thing that can switch into Scald is Gyarados, and that has to Mega Evolve right away, and it can be burnt. So, Scald Blastoise looks really nice here. I do have to watch out for Facade on Snorlax, because it's something I have to be aware of. Bulky Mandibuzz, this thing is my answer to Typhlosion, in case he brings it. This is also a good answer to Snorlax and Hippowdon. Taunt is really nice here, and this allows me to U-turn into Gengar and Blastoise and Excadrill, who I don't really want to be switching in. I need to be really careful about Gyarados in particular, because Aura Sphere actually doesn't KO from Blastoise, even if he's not bulky. The good news is that Excadrill cannot speed, so I'm part of the reason I have U-turn here, so that I can get a slow U-turn, especially because he could run, like if he runs Taunt Gyarados, that could be bad if he expects Whirlwind. And then lastly, we have Gengar. Didn't have a Z move open. I would have just run Specs, but we didn't have a Z move open, or we hadn't used our Z moves. So we did have it open, so I ran Fightinium Z instead. Not much to say about this. It's just like a sweeper. Both Escavalier and Snorlax can have Pursuit, so I need to be really careful about when I bring this in. This is probably going to be like the Mon that I try to save till the end, especially if I can deal with Coco and find out that there's no other Scarfers. But yeah, just hits his whole team really hard, but again, like have to be... I need Gengar to outspeed and OHKO everything, or it's not going to do its job. So yeah, that's everything. Let's go over to this. Let's see Patters if he's online. Okay, he says he's coming online. Ninja. Yeet. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm genuinely excited to use some of these mons. Like I've only used Excadrill before, but like the idea of like using like Duosion and Weezing and even Mandibuzz and Blastoise, I'm really excited about. Oh, I guess I've used Gengar as well. I've used Gengar more actually than Excadrill. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm excited to it's like gonna be fun to use Weezing and Blastoise. Like I have no experience with them, so I'm excited about that. Oh yeah, Aqua Jet's just like for nice priority. It doesn't do that much to anything. Even like Terrakion, I think it does like I don't know, like 20. Like it's not a 2-hit KO for sure. Oh, I didn't finish. Give me one sec, guys. I didn't finish like putting my Pokemon in the Duosion. I put in. Who did I not put in? Excadrill. I put in. Didn't put Blastoise in. Did I put Mandibuzz in? It looks like I did all of them except for Blastoise. Okay, I missed Blastoise in the. Oh, there we go. Cool. But yeah, I'm excited about this. Save. Okay, cool. Depends on what he brings, but I'm probably gonna expect to leave Weezing here. One thing I am worried about is like not knowing the item on Typhlosion. Like Z-Grass could be problematic. I feel like he's either Scarf. The thing is, if he's Scarf, then he loses to Blastoise, and if he's Z-Grass, then he loses to Excadrill. But I am worried about Typhlosion. Like I don't really feel like he needs a Scavalier this game. But yeah, Scarf Typhlosion can just be problematic. So I need to be careful to keep Mandibuzz healthy because Eruption's gonna do too much damage otherwise. Yeah, so this is definitely like Patters' team is really scary offensively. I'm not that worried about it. Like he doesn't really have good switches to stuff for a lot of my attacks, like Earthquake from Excadrill and Scald from Blastoise, but offensively he exerts a lot of pressure. And I'm someone who prefers to have. I'm someone who prefers who'd rather I feel more comfortable when I have a lot of switches, you know. Gengar's the Z move, yeah. So we'll have to see here. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, especially because I haven't used a lot of these mons before, but, yeah. Good luck to Patters. I'll really turn this up a little. And, yeah, I'm excited to see what he brings. Ideally, no Typhlosion and no Venomoth. I do think he needs Coco, Terrakion, Hippowdon, Snorlax, Gyarados, and I think he gets one more. So, ideally, it's going to be like a Scavalier, but I think realistically, it's probably going to be Typhlosion. The only good news about that is, of course, that Weezing can then Toxic Spikes pretty freely, so, yeah. The other thing is, he might need to think about defogging, because I don't think a lot of his mons have any... Like I said, I'm pretty sure none of the things I listed other than Coco have removal, and that could be bad. Like, Typhlosion's a lot less of a threat if I said Toxic Spikes, you know? But yeah, we'll see. Do you guys like my shirt? It was a birthday gift. It's a cat riding a pangolin, because I like the pangolin, and it says "to victory." And I told my friends that I lost it, but I lied. I still have it. Do you guys know what the pangolin is? It's like the world's most trafficked mammal, or it was a couple years ago at least, and nobody talks about it. It's pretty bad, actually. There's a really interesting, I think, article from CNN that I read, like, in I think it must have been like junior or senior year of high school, and it was this really long article, but it was really, really interesting about, yeah, this animal that nobody like talks about or knows about. They're kind of like walking pine cones. They're kind of like armadillo-esque. Anyway, we're gonna play the battle now. I just woke up. My voice sounds kind of funny. Okay, let's see. Typhlosion. Okay, cool. So, Swoobet's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Swoobet. I actually am kind of weak to it, to be honest. I've really only got Mandibazz. But Mandibazz is pretty good. That might be a defogger. It might set up on me. Not totally sure. Swoobet is simple, and it often runs Calm Mind as well. So simple Calm Mind Sword Power. But he doesn't have Typhlosion, which is really good. More or less what I expected, except instead of bringing Typhlosion or... Yeah, he needed something for frickin' whatever that thing is. He needed something for Excadrill, so he does opt to bring Swoobat here. I agree with that over Drifblim. Everything has an item on his team, which is interesting. That's a weird choice, but yeah. I also asked in the server, I was like, hey, do you have to Mega Evolve turn 1? And they were like... Nobody answered. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't lead Weezing here because... yeah, but I do it anyway. I do it regardless. Also, I probably need to preserve Blastoise because Blastoise is kind of my only switch into Gyarados, like, if it boosts. So we'll see. Anyway, good luck to Patters. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to lead off with Weezing. He's going to lead off with Macho Man. That sounds like Terrakion to me. No, it's Coco. Okay, cool. So, first turn of Terrain is up. This is what I expect. This is the lead I expected, and I expect the thing is Scarf. So, we're always going to do the same thing here. He's got no... If he's got... I think this thing is Scarf. I don't know why you'd lead that here if you're not Scarf. So, I'm going to Protect. I scout for Z-move. Not that I... Oh, Weezing's animation is so weird. Look at that. You guys see that? With the gas? I will take a lot from a Volt Switch. I will take a ton from a Volt Switch because Weezing has no special defense. And my Weezing is physically bulky, as you guys saw. So, yeah, I'm going to scout for U-turn here or Volt Switch. He's probably confused. He's probably thinking why I led Weezing. I led Weezing because I wanted to scout and see what he was going to do. This lets me scout for potential Scarf. It lets me scout if he is Scarf for a move. Yeah, and he didn't switch, which was the real thing. The only thing that could go badly, basically. He's going to go for a U-turn. Okay, so I think I'm going to stay in here in Toxic Spikes. I think that this thing is probably Scarf. It's a bit of a read, like, to make, I know, but... then again, if he's U-turning, what's he going into, right? Because I could just Will-O-Wisp as well. But I think I'm going to Toxic Spikes. There's no guarantee that, if I was really smart, what I could do here is actually switch into Excadrill. Because that would actually let me effectively scout for the Scarf. Although it kind of puts me on the back foot if I'm wrong. I think it has to be Scarf. If it's not Scarf, then maybe Terrakion is Scarf, but... If it's not Scarf, then Scarf Gengar just looks really strong against him. Yeah, so he does switch out here. U-turn. We're going to assume this thing is Scarf until we find out otherwise. That did 10 damage, so... Come on, U-turn on this thing. U-turn is supposed to do... If he's timid, no attack. That's a high roll, and if he's, like, jolly, then it's a low roll. So I didn't learn anything! Okay, Toxic Spikes comes out. Okay, so now it goes into Snorlax. I'm kind of worried that this thing is Belly Drum because in the end I dropped Foul Play on Mandibuzz. Is it okay to switch in Mandibuzz here? I think it's okay. Switch in Mandibuzz? Yeah, because I don't. Yeah. Mandibuzz is my Snorlax check, and it's okay because it's not in range of it's not in range anyway for whatever that thing is. Okay, so Snorlax, the fact that he brings it in here, it could have Rest, and it could also have, like, it could be Setup and then Rest, or it could be, or it could be, what could it be? Or it could be Facade. So, yeah, glad we said Toxic Spikes there, that was definitely in favor. It's a little bit of a problem since, like, it's a bit problematic just because, like, he has Swoobet as well, which I wasn't really counting for, but... Yeah, let's see if he Belly Drums. Okay, he goes for Curse. So that's okay. Not ideal, but Mandibuzz should still beat this thing, even with Curse as the set. And this will give us a sense of his moves as well. I'm gonna taunt here. This thing is designed to beat. This is my Snorlax check. As long as it doesn't have belly drum. I think I'm especially bulky, which I kind of regret at the moment. But I'm also Rocky Helmet, so I think in a one-on-one I can probably just roost him to death. And I don't think +1 Snorlax is gonna do that much to me. It's what Mana does in the calc. Let's see, actually does a lot. This actually can do a lot of its max attack. Oh, it's Facade, and it's not gonna do that much. Okay. 217, okay, yeah, it doesn't really do much. So if he's max attack Adamant, it should do... How much health do I have left? It did 70 damage. So he's not max attack Brave. He looks like he does have, he looks like he's max bulk, actually. So I kind of want to roost here. Just go back to full. Or Brave Bird. I'm not opposed to Brave Bird either. Although I think it's better to keep healthy here. I'm going to roost. Okay, stays in. Gonna Facade again, I guess. Facade comes out, that's fine. 70 again. He's taking a lot of damage. There's a part of me that just wants to go into Gengar and Z fighting here. Take a kill. Because even if he's specially bulky, how much is Gengar doing? Because he's got like he's gonna have like 60% left versus Snorlax. What are we specially bulky? We still kill. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that actually, because he doesn't have any pursuit trappers, right? Other than Gengar. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn here. Getting rid of Lax could be good. Yeah, and he actually switches, which is the other option there. Coco was actually the switch, which is good. We're gonna get a poison to Tapu Koko. And I think I might use this opportunity to set Stealth Rock, actually. Bzzz. Bzzz. That's what Mandibus says. So he might be going for a defog here, I guess. That's definitely an option. The only thing is if I Stealth Rock, then, like, what if he goes into Swoobat? You know? Because the other option is I could Rock Slide, because that gives me a poison on something. I think I need to go X-Hydro regardless. And getting the poison on Coco is really good, but the question is, this turn, what do I do? Because if he's expecting a, the other thing is that I'm actually Sand Force here, I'm not Sand Rush, so that... I don't think Swoobat, I'm gonna say Swoobat doesn't have Defog. I feel like that's the case. I really feel like Swoobat doesn't have Defog. Oh, so I have to watch out for Snorlax now, because now Snorlax, Facade will do double power, so I have to be really careful about that. So maybe he doesn't want a defog in that case. Kind of want to set Stealth Rock, to be honest. But Rock Slide is safer, because if he, I'm gonna Rock Slide. I feel like I'm gonna have more opportunities to, yeah. Oh, he might not be Scarf if he's doing that. Okay, it is Gyarados here. So this Rock Slide damage is gonna be nice. Let's find out how much, Go versus Gyarados. Doesn't do that much, but does a good chunk. Okay, so versus regular Gyarados, just like 40 to 50. That's not bulky Gyarados. We're gonna go into Blastoise here. Always. This thing is my dedicated switch into. He might switch out here. Like that's definitely a possibility. But I don't think I can risk it at the moment. If he doubles into Coco, I think I'm just gonna... No, I probably can't. I would like to just Scald with Blastoise because I think he's probably gonna defog. However, I don't think I can afford it. I could also Toxic there, but I think like Rock Slide was better because just in case he went into Swoobat, I'd rather have a Rock Slide in that thing because Swoobat's defense is pitiful, like really bad. Bull Breaker's out. Turtle's in. That damage was really good because I think it puts in a range after maybe a little bit more chip. I think he's doubling out here. Yeah. I mean, that's what I expected. It should be Coco again. Macho Man? Yeah. So from his perspective, he really wants to get rid of, he really wants to defog here. And I'm pretty sure this thing is Scarf. So, I could just stay in here, but I think it's fine to save, well, okay, so he's gonna defog. Should I just get rid of his defogger now? Because I could just Scald. I could just Scald here. And KO is his Koko. I think it's okay if he defogs. I can always... Weezing's still healthy and has a couple mons I can set up on. I'm going to go back into Molebreaker. I'm sure he's defogging. However, I don't feel comfortable making that kind of read. Mainly because if I get it wrong, like if I get it right, then I KO Koko and like it's whatever. Oh, sorry, I'll close Facebook. That's my bad. Who dares? My friends. How dare they? So if I get it right, then I get rid of Koko, but at the moment, like, as long as I have Excadrill and Koko's poisoned, every time it can't really switch in, and it's just going to U-turn out again. Like, it's annoying, but I think it's better. Yeah, it's defog. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure this thing is Scarf. Maybe he's trying to play like it isn't, but it is. I think. So now he's in a situation where he can probably go into Hippowdon. So my options are I can Stealth Rock, which gives me good damage on Gyarados, Swoobat, kind of lacks. He's going to go Hippowdon here, right? That's his dedicated check to Excadrill. So I'm obviously Stealth Rocking or Toxicing. The question is which one. Toxic putting Hippowdon on timer is not bad. What's his Blastoise? Oh, he doesn't have a Blastoise switch in. I'm gonna Stealth Rock here. This is gonna be Hippowdon. Yeah. Oh, it's not Sand Rush. Wait, what other abilities does it have? Sturdy? I mean, Sand Force? What abilities? Wait, what does Hippowdon have? Is it Sand Force? Oh no, I'm Sand Force! I'm Sand Force! What's an ability? Sand Force. Okay, yeah, we're both Sand Force and there's no sand. That's really funny. Okay, he's gonna go for Toxic Spikes here. Or, he's gonna go for Stealth Rock here, sorry. I'm gonna switch into Weezing, I think. I can always... How bad is it if he gets Rocks up? Because, like, my options here are Weezing or Blastoise, right? Let me look at his team. I don't know if I want to let him get Rocks up. I don't need Toxic Spikes just yet. I think I'm gonna go back into Blastoise. Is that bad if Garrett... Because if I go into Blastoise... It's fine. I'm gonna go into Blastoise. This doesn't mean I need more chip on the Gyarados for extra to KO. Stealth Rock comes out. Okay, that's fine. So I don't think he'll stay in here personally, but he might not see a better option. No, he can't stay in here because if he gets it wrong and I just Scald, then he will he'll lose to Excadrill. That being said, he would have to sack something if he does switch out here. Or he can go into Lax. That's the other option. I'm gonna Mega Rapid Spin here. Mega Rapid Spin. He could stay in and go for a read and Toxic me, because the thing is, he has to sack something to Blastoise right now. Which I don't think he wants to do. How much is Blastoise doing? Because this thing is going to have to be physically defensive if it wants to live. Blastoise, oopsie. It's not saving. Oh, because I didn't save it as Blastoise. I should do it as Blastoise Mega. That's why it's not saving. Blastoise, my custom set versus Hippowdon. Okay, does switch out. That's good. Big gun. Who's that? No, X. Okay, cool. How much is Aurasphere doing to this thing? Snorlax. It's gonna be probably especially bulky. If it's max special defense, we're not gonna kill here. See if it's got the berry. Okay, so depending on the spread, we've got a chance to not KO this year, but to KO this year with Aurasphere, but I think it's probably fine. Like, we don't have any hazards up. There's not that much of a penalty for switching. I think we can just go into Mandibuzz here. It's really interesting that he doesn't have Sandstream on Hippowdon. I kind of feel like that's going to hurt him more than it's going to hurt me. But I'm not totally sure. I also have to be careful with Snorlax, because I have only seen 2 of its moves. Like, I expected it's going to be Rest, Sleep Talk, or Recycle, Pursuit. He can't be Rest Sleep Talk. He has to be Recycle Pursuit. Or Recycle or Ground Move. Like something to Gengar. And Gigalith. Yeah, it's probably Recycle Earthquake. Or Recycle High Horsepower. I don't know if Snorlax gets Earthquake. But it really should if it doesn't. We're going to switch out here. Mandibuzz is going to come in. Again, a Curse isn't that bad. If he curses, I'm... Okay, so he doubles. That was smart. This is Ruby Coco, I think. Yeah. Take some more damage. Electric Surge is reset. The difference is... I don't know if I want to replay that interaction again. He has to default here, right? And I can't really punish it, to be honest. But I think I have to go back into Excadrill. Well, the thing is... The other option is... Oh, actually, the other option is... Oh, okay, wait a second. I got it. Don't worry, guys. I got it. Fear not. Yeah, I got it. Well, I mean, I don't actually... I mean, I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll have to see how this turn plays out. Again, don't really want to risk Mandibuzz here. Don't feel like... I've EV'd so that even Special Attack invested Coco... We know it's not Life Orb, so even Special Attack invested Coco. With Hidden Power Fire isn't going to 2-hit KO Excadrill. And the way that Excadrill is working this game is pretty much everything is either going to KO it or it's not going to KO it. There's not... Like Terrakian's going to KO it, right? Snorlax doesn't KO it, but I guess that's true. Yeah. The thing is, he can only do this a couple more times with Coco. He stays in, obviously. There was no reason for him to switch there. He goes for U-turn. Okay, that's fine. That did a lot. Why did it do so much? Did that do 22 damage? Seems like I feel like that did a lot. Anyway, that's fine. That means Coco can't really switch in anymore. He can't. That also means he can't. He can't hard switch into Coco. He can do it once more. Like he can take 2 turns to Stealth Rock, or 1 turn Stealth Rock, 1 turn Poison. Why did it do so much? That should not have done that much. Again, high roll, low roll. It's either max roll or min roll. I can't tell if it's Jolly or Timid. It's more likely to be Jolly than it is Timid. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, but if he goes into Hippodon, it's not Hippodon. Terrakion? Gyarados. Why Gyarados? I can just go Blastoise here. Oh, also Coco is now in Aqua Jet range, which means that he can't really revenge me anymore. I'm just gonna go into... I think I just go into Blastoise here, right? Blastoise is really here for one thing, and that's to pressure the Gyarados. That's to switch into the Gyarados. Sorry. I do need to be careful of this Terrakion. Again, I don't know if it's Scarf. I think it's probably Rock Z, if I had to guess. But again, I'm not sure. That's like Terrakion's probably the biggest remaining threat in this team that I haven't dealt with, apart from maybe Swoobat. Alright, that's why we can't let Mandibuzz go down. I forgot. He is in Earthquake range here, so if I was a big brain, I actually could have Earthquake there and probably been in a good position. That Earthquake actually would have been way better there, I think. Because I don't know if you have to Mega Evolve turn 1, but I think I should have Earthquaked in hindsight. If I Earthquake there, that would have been really cool. But yeah, he's gonna Dragon Int here, probably. Goes for Crunch, okay. Oh, he made the read. No drops? Okay. We are going to take a lot of damage, which is kind of a problem. But it's, I mean, at this point, it's worth it, I think. Like, this trade is worth it. Is there any reason not to Aura-Sphere here? No, I should Aura-Sphere here always. Yeah, Blastoise is here to check Gyarados. I would have liked if I could have gotten more utility out of it. I maybe should have run more bulk in the end. However, yeah. This also means that now even if he sacks Coco to save Gyarados here, which I don't think he'll do, his only switch in to freaking Excadrill now is the Swoobat, which he hasn't brought in yet. But I guess as long as he's he does Hippowdon, yeah. But if I get Toxic Spikes again, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. I should have Earthquake there. That was a bad play. Although honestly, I'm not sure because I'm Jolly Excadrill. That outspeed Gyarados. Gyarados -1. It would have killed. It would have been a roll depending on his spread, but I think he's clearly like adamant max attack. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we would have killed there, but that's okay. Actually, maybe not. It would have been. I don't think I would have been comfortable going for that roll because if he's even, I don't need to sack Excadrill yet, or I don't need to to play risky with extra drill just yet. Again, he has to sack something here. I personally think he should, yeah, just sack Gyarados. Unless he crits me. He does not. Blastoise is pretty much spent at this point. Not really much you can do. However, it did its job. I got rid of the rocks. I can actually save it because some of his mons are slow, and I can also Aqua Jet KO the Coco. Also, who does he go into? If he goes into Swoobat, it's not that threatening. If he goes into Coco, I Aqua Jet it. If he goes into Hippowdon, he has to go Terrakion, right? I think he has to go Terrakion. I'm pretty sure. This is a time where I wish I had Iron Head, because if I had Iron Head, I could I could Iron Head in front of Terrakion and not be worried about Swoobat. But you can't win the wall, and you can't win any of them. Yeah. He can't go Coco here. He has to go Terrakion or Swoobat. This is something new. It is Terrakion. Okay, cool. So I think I just go Duosion here. Duosion's whole purpose is to check this thing. He's not going to Swords Dance in front of me. I don't see why I don't just go Duosion here. Or Gengar if I'm feeling risky, but I think Duosion is fine. I want to learn this thing's moves. I want to learn if it has Swords Dance. And I also want to learn if it has Sub. Sub is the big one, because if it doesn't have Sub, I can go Weezing. Sub. Okay, cool. So that's good to know. Sub. I Reflect here. I brought Reflect. That's why I brought Reflect, right? Let me run those calcs again. But I think I take versus Terrakion default set. Stone Edge. Z Stone Edge 40. 20. Yeah. So I Reflect here because, and if he Swords Dances, then I still break this up. It's fine. So I take Z Stone Edge plus regular Stone Edge. I also take. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. That's what I take. This is one of the biggest threats to the team, to be honest. This thing. I could have Scalded there. I probably should have Scalded there, but since I have Duosion specifically to check this thing, I guess that's why I didn't. It's taken like 30%, basically. I could just Psychic here, but if he Swords Dance, then I'll lose Duosion. So the whole point of this is that, yeah, so it is Sub Swords Dance, which is what I expected. So I could have also brought Trick Room as my last move, but because he had both the Scavalier and Snorlax, I didn't really want to. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go on the offensive now. Now we just want to... Duosion's only purpose is to beat this thing. I don't need to do anything else this matchup. Yeah. It's actually in range of a Psychic now, which is cool. I also take 2 Stone Edges as well if he chooses to not use his Z move. And I don't think he can't stall out Reflect well enough. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's like, what's Duosion doing? Oh, I don't take Z Stone Edge plus, I don't take plus 2 Z Stone Edge plus Stone Edge. I forgot. I take Z Stone Edge plus regular Stone Edge. Swords Dance again. Do I take plus 4 Z Stone Edge? I'm thinking that the answer is no. It's a roll. I could also go into Excadrill here. I take 50% though from a Stone Edge, from Z Stone Edge. Do I want to do that? If I get it wrong, I'll probably lose. Do I want to take plus 4 Z Stone Edge? There's no guarantee that he's Z. No, he's got to be Z move, right? You know what I should have done there is I should have sacked Blastoise. However, I can always sack Duosion. This whole thing's whole purpose is just to deal with this. This thing is an energy. Terrakion's now an energy ball range, which is nice. What do I do? If he KOs Duosion, it's kind of bad. He's not gonna sub here, right? He wouldn't sub. He thinks I'm just gonna Psychic again. Is it okay if I switch Excadrill in here? Could be kind of bad. Either go Excadrill or Psychic. You know what? The roll to live is actually Alright, that's Duosion. What's the roll to Oko? I live like 16% of the time. Let's just sack Duosion here. No, let's not. Yes, let's. No, let's not. I don't know. I'm running out of time. Really don't want to sack Duosion here. Really don't want to sack Duosion here. Don't. But if I lose extra drill, YOLO. Don't sub. Okay, there it is. Unless it's Z fighting. Okay, it's Z-Rock. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Now, if he crits me, I will die. This is gonna do 50%. Yeet! This time we're earthquaking. We're not messing around anymore. Sub, close combat, Stone Edge. It's what we expected. 164. That did a lot. But yeah. Let's go ahead and go for an earthquake here. We could obviously not earthquake if we wanted, but we probably should. Oops. I actually didn't mean to earthquake. I wanted to think about it. But I mean, I had to earthquake. I couldn't not earthquake there. He probably expects an Iron Head here, to be honest. Because that hits Swoop as well. I don't actually have Iron Head. Oh wait, I've shown all my. Oh, I haven't shown Toxic. Right, I haven't shown Toxic. That's okay. Yeah, he has to switch. I don't want a Toxic there. Yeah. This will tell us these leftovers, which is nice. It'll also tell us the spread. Excadrill or versus Hippowdon. This shouldn't do very much. I'm Jolly, and Hippowdon is super bulky. Yeah, it does like 0. I can't even tell how much that did. It's looking like max defense or something close to it. I'm switching out here, obviously. I think I had to do that. I'm glad I got rid of him. We only have a couple turns to reflect left. One turn. Last turn reflect. I don't think Blastoise lives as an earthquake. Do you guys? Do you guys think Blastoise lives as an earthquake? It does. 32 max. It's a roll to live. It's a roll to live. What if he's not invested in attack? What if he's 0 attack? It's not a very good roll to live, but it is a roll. I think I go Blastoise here. If I sack it, I sack it. Not the end of the world. It's a roll. It's not a very good roll to live. I've got 29 health left. It is a... What's the roll to KO? 62.5. We live 37.5% of the time. This is just nice because it ensures that he doesn't get it ensures that he doesn't get Stealth Rock up. Probably. Oh, I live that. Yeah, I'm not dying to that. And now we get a kill, I think. Or he goes into Lax. Reflects Parting Shot. That's really Reflects Parting Shot. Yeah, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Slack Off. So we know all the moves. He's got to go into Lax here, right? I could Aura Sphere if I wanted. He has to go Lax here. I mean, it's how do I want to burn the Lax? I don't really want to burn the Lax. He has to switch here. If he doesn't switch, he will lose to my Excadrill. And this time I don't have a reason to Rapid Spin, whereas last time I did. So I think this time I'm actually going to Aura Sphere. I'm going to predict the Lax coming in. Even if he stays in, I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but even if he stays in... Bet you wish you had sand now. But yeah, even if he stays in, I get some damage off. Obviously it's not amazing for me, but yeah. I think he has to go into Lax here. Because as long as Lax has the berry, if it doesn't have the berry, then I don't know what he's doing. It could be Chistoresto. Yeah, okay, switches out. Like, you could also sack Coco. I think that's Lax. Okay, Lax comes in. Let's see. Is that like 40? Eats the berry. Gonna put a lot of pressure on this thing. Is that like 90-ish? 91. Aura Sphere comes out. That's a 2-hit KO. Cool, so now we get rid of Lax, which is really nice. I could have Scalded there as well. No, actually I couldn't have. I don't think Scald KOs. And again, he can't switch in here, right? He could go Hippo, but there's no point. He could really only go Swoop out in this position. Yeah, he has to sack Lax. Which is nice. Now Reflect is gone. Let me take that off. This also means that now Duosion is actually a Terrakion check because it has no item. So I can actually beat Terrakion now with Duosion. So now Terrakion's a lot less of a threat. He can't go Coco. He has to go Terrakion. Anything else will get O-Code, right? Oh, wait, no, he could go Swoobat. He has to go Swoobat now. But I don't think he wants to go Swoobat until Mandibuzz is done with his job. Or until he deals with Mandibuzz. I've shown Aura Sphere and Rapid Spin, so maybe he thinks I've got, he probably knows I have Water moves, so maybe he thinks I don't have Aqua Jet. So he could, if he makes a mistake here, he'll go Coco. But that would be a mistake, because I do have Aqua Jet. He has to go Swoobat, anything else will get KO'd. Or Terrakion. Oh yeah, he could go Terrakion too. But if he goes Terrakion, I go Duosion, and then there's no point. Right? Duosion just beats Terrakion. Like, super beats Terrakion. Unless he crits me. But again, since Duosion's only job here is to check Terrakion, it's not that big of a deal because... Okay, who's that? Terrakion again. So it's taking like 12.5, 25. It's at like 62.5%. No reason to get fancy here. It's going to go into Duosion. I don't really need to save Blastoise here, to be honest, but because I now know for a fact that Duosion beats Terrakion unless he crits me, but he has to hit a Stone Edge as well for that. Yeah, because I know that, I feel like it's worth saving Blastoise just so that I can make sure that he never gets, like, so that I can bring Blastoise in one more time on Hippodon and make sure he doesn't get Stealth Rock up. Not that it's that important, but again, it's like, if I sack Blastoise here, there's no real point. And even if he Swords Dances, then we trade, then I Psychic and I do my job. And if he just raw Stone Edges, or if he subs, this time should I Reflect again? Does it make sense this time? Because now he Swords Dances. No, this time I just Psychic. Stone Edge comes out. It's gonna do 40%. So that roll wasn't super important. Or that hit wasn't super important because I'm Regenerator. Yeah. Could Energy Ball here. Don't really want to reveal it yet. I'm just going to Psychic again. Just chipping this thing down. It's taken 62.5%, so it doesn't have that much health left. It's also nearly in Blastoise range, which means if Terrakion subs again, then it will be in range of Aqua Jet. This should be Swoobat. No, he sacks Coco here. Okay. To get Swoobat in for free, I guess. So Coco going down means I could set Toxic Spikes and be permanent, but at this point there's not really that much of a point to setting Toxic Spikes. This point, it's really just, can we deal with Swoobat? That's kind of the name of the game. Unfortunately. And I don't know what the answer is, because I didn't really prep for it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, let's see what you got, Swoobat. I know this thing is Calm Mind. Electric Seed. Okay, plus 2 defense, and it's boosting. Okay, so that's kind of bad. That's super bad. And my only thing that can outspeed it is Excadrill. Okay. That being said, its only really offensive option is... Okay. Calm Mind, Stored Power, Roost. What's the last move? Yeah, plus... It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Even with plus 2 defense, it's not that bulky. I know Swoobat pretty well, actually. Taunting it. I don't think U-turn makes any sense here. I think I want to chip it down first. She probably will Calm Mind again here. And then the question becomes, like... The problem is that nothing on my team outspeeds it except for, Calm Mind, Roost, Stored Power. What's your last move? What's your last move? Nothing on my team outspeeds except for Excadrill, and now he's plus 2 defense. Speaking of which, how much is Excadrill going to do this thing with Rock Slide? Okay, he's plus 2. So, but he could be invested. I need to get it down to probably like 50% if I want to actually. Heat Wave. Okay, 147, but I'm specially bulky. 94. Okay. What do I do? We know all the moves. Honestly, I probably just sack... Do I sack Mandibuzz here? Man, good thing he didn't Calm Mind again. Yeah, I forgot I got Heat Wave. I think I just, you know, play smart. How much is Mandibuzz Bravebird gonna do to this thing? Mandibuzz, my custom set. 27% to 32? Okay, let's find out. That thing's clearly max special attack, and it's gotta be at least faster than Gengar, so it's not that bulky. So actually, Bravebird plus... I'm just gonna sack Mandibuzz here. Hopefully it doesn't burn. That could be bad. Burn could be bad. Oh, it actually didn't do that much damage. I could have roosted. I should have roosted there. It's fine. We shouldn't do that much. Okay, that means that it's in range of Rock Slide. However, if we miss Rock Slide, we'll probably lose. I wish I had Iron Head. Yeah. Gotta watch out for this thing. I don't need Mana Buzz anymore, right? Because I still have Wheezing for Hippodon. I mean, it's not amazing that I lost Mana Buzz. But I think it was... I still have Gengar. Yeah, I still have Gengar. If I had, like, Whirlwind or something, that could be good there, but it's okay. Yeah, we have to sack. We have to sack here. Because nothing on my team can beat this thing, right? And I could have roosted, but no, I think it was better that I think it was, like, I could have roosted then Brave Bird, then U-turn, but I think this is actually better. So, let's see. Heat Wave comes out. He can't do anything else. I think I have one more turn of Taunt. I think. The problem is Rock Slide isn't 100% accurate. That's what I'm worried about here. If I miss Rock Slide, I can go Wheeze. No, everything on my team gets O-Code except for Excadrill. I have to go Excadrill here, and I have to Rock Slide. I have to hit a Rock Slide. I think I can probably hit it. I think I will probably hit it. But I'm worried nonetheless. Let's see. There's no prediction. I could Toxic. It's the same accuracy. I'm just gonna Rock Slide and hope I hit it. I didn't prepare for Swoop Out. I just kind of thought like, oh, it's not. I forgot about Electric Seed, to be honest. It's his last turn of Taunt. I have to Rock Slide here. I have to Rock Slide and pray. I got to Rock Slide in a dream, man. He could switch, actually. He could switch into Hippodon. But when he comes back in, he won't have any health. He'll have to waste a turn roosting. No, he has to stay in here. It comes down to, can I hit a Rock Slide? I can't believe damn. I think I'll hit. The odds are in my favor. It's 90%. But if I miss, I do think I just lose this straight up. Because nothing on my team can outspeed Swoobat and Stored Power, Okos, everything, except for Duosian, who can't beat it. Doesn't have moves to beat Swoobat. He switches. Okay, that's probably for the best for me. Terrakions a switch. I don't have Iron Head. Okay. I do still have Duosian, though, so... Big damage. That's more than I expected. Is it a crit? He's probably in range of Rock Slide, but again, I don't need to go for it yet. Could just Rock Slide again, but I'm not going to. Not sure why he saved Swoobat there. The defense boost now means that I can probably Oko him from anywhere with Excadrill, so I can always trade. Mana Buzz did its job in the end. That also means he can't switch it in unless he's going to make a hard read. Also, I think that Terrakion's in Rock Slide range, but again, I'm not going to risk it. It's not worth it. At all. We would have hit the Rock Slide, so, I mean, it's still not over. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's over. Yo, if I got Blastoise in, Blastoise Oko's everything that's left. Very, very dodgy. Oh, wait, but I actually want him to... Oh, yo, you know what I can do? Gengar also does really well against everything that's left. I should sack something. I should sack No, I can't sack Blastoise. What am I saying? I need Blastoise so that I can win with Blastoise. Wait, who can I sack? Genjar? Go into Gengar here? Because that way, that's like a guaranteed win for me. Because that way, yeah, I should sack something. I'll go into Gengar here. Because if I go into Gengar and Gengar dies, then I can win with Blastoise. Excellent. Please KO. Gengar very bad. Excellent. Good job, Gengar. Gengar very useful in this game. I assume that he doesn't have he doesn't have quick attack. I assume his last move is close combat. Very well done, Gengar. We're very proud of you. Now, please don't have quick attack. If he has quick attack, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. I might have thrown this if he has quick attack. I think I threw this if he has quick attack. There's no way. Sub, Stone Edge, Swords Dance, there's no way. He has to have close combat. No way he has no move to Excadrill. Because his Hippodon can take a Scald from that range, yeah. Yeah. Tortle. Gengar, very useful. Gengar, extremely useful. Most valuable player. Yeet! Alright, 2 left. And they should both be in range of Blastoise. I think that's in range. I'm not even gonna calc. You know what? I'm not even gonna calc. I'm just gonna Aqua Jet it. I hope it's in range. I've used Swoobat, so I think I know that Swoobat is very weak. Does this KO? I thought it had less health than it did. It KOs. Yeah, that KOs. Probably. Probably. It should KO. Stealth Rock actually ended up being really valuable here, because that's like... That extra damage made a huge difference on both Gyarados and on Swoobat. I think this KOs. Swoobat's one of my favorite Pokemon. I have a long story about Swoobat that I probably will never tell. Because nobody would care. But, that might not be arranged. Originally I was going to run more Bulk on Blastoise, but I ended up going more Special Attack, so I think it should KO. And we already know the item. So this should get it. I think Blastoise, if this KOs, gets 4 kills this match. Very nice. Very well executed, Blastoise. Cool. So we won our week 1. 4-0. Not bad at all. Had to sacrifice Mandibuzz to stop Swoobat and then Gengar to win the game. But, yeah, overall, pretty solid. Pretty, pleased with that performance. Good game to Patter. Swoobat definitely caught me off guard. I think I was in position to, I think I was in a really good spot, but then I forgot how fast Swoobat was, which is a rookie mistake. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the team. I hope you enjoyed. That was a fun game. Good game to Patters. Good luck in the rest of the season. See you guys next time. Goodbye.